Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to a very interesting IPO summary video wherein we are going to discuss about Fractal Analytics Limited. Well, this company is India's first AI company which is going to get listed on the stock exchanges. It is mainly a pure play enterprise data analytics and AI company. Now, you might be like, what is this enterprise data analytics and AI all about? We're going to understand that in the next sections of the video. But first, we'll understand when was this founded. It was founded back in 2000. So this has a operating history of more than 25 years now. It has loads of clients which are like Fortune 500 companies. Okay. Now, who founded this company? It was founded by two people primarily, Shrikant Velamakanni, I hope I'm pronouncing it properly, and Mr. Pranay Agarwal. They have a footprint which spreads across 9 countries, and they also have 24 offices which are spread across the globe, including USA, UK, Australia. So, okay, global presence ticked off, operating history of more than 25 years. Okay, good one. Now, third thing which is extremely important is what does the company do? What do we actually mean by enterprise data analytics and AI? We are going to understand that with a very simple example in the immediate next section of the video. Before we move on, I want to make an important announcement. I'm happy to announce a webinar on option selling strategy with discipline and structure. But who should enroll for this webinar? Any person who has basic knowledge about options. So, for example, you should know some basic concepts like what is a call option, what is a put option, what is strike price, what is ITM, what is OTM. And this is for all those learners who want to learn about option selling with discipline. You can see all the webinar details on screen, and if you want to enroll for this, don't forget to use the coupon code BUDGET to avail an additional 500 rupees discount, and this is a limited period offer, so hurry and enroll. Link is there in the pinned comment and description box below. Now let's understand with the help of a very simple example, what does Fractal exactly do. We are going to divide, I'm not going to divide, the company itself has given this bifurcation that Fractal can be divided into two main parts. One is Fractal.ai and the second one is Fractal Alpha. Okay. Now, if you see here, Fractal.ai, they are mentioning about AI services here. So let me give you a very simple example to understand what exactly Fractal.ai is all about. Okay. Now, here they give something like high-end business consultancy. But whenever they are giving this business consultancy, question is who is giving it? Are some employees of Fractal.ai giving this business consultancy? Answer is no. Their agentic AIs, or basically AI, is giving business consultancy. But how does this work? Let's understand this with the help of a simple example. Assume that I am an FMCG company and I sell biscuits. Okay, I am selling biscuits across the board. I'm selling it in tier 1 cities, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities. But I feel that my tier 2 sales are dropping. Okay, now, first things first, I need to check whether really tier 2 sales are dropping or not. Or is it just my gut feeling? Is it just that I am feeling that tier 2 sales are dropping? If the answer is yes, I need to understand what could be the solution for that. To fix the sales problem, should I cut the prices for biscuits? Or should I change the packaging of the product? Should I change the pack size of the product? Or maybe should I improve my distribution network? I need someone to analyze what's going wrong, and I need someone to give me a solution for that. Can the solution be given by a human? Yes, but that's not what this company does. What I will do is I will have a meeting with Fractal. Okay, I'll tell them that okay, this is my business. I need you to do a tailor made solution for me. I want you to do an AI tool for me. I want you to build an AI tool for me which is customized according to my business needs. Okay, so they do that. They do that AI tool which is customized for me. Okay, now that AI tool will sit on my ERP. Okay, I will have my own ERP. Let's say I'm using, let's say SAP. Okay, SAP. That, so there'll be an API, correct? And using that API, I will have that AI tool in my system now. Now it is as good as like we ask questions to ChatGPT. I'm going to ask questions in my own SAP, in my own ERP, that what is going wrong? Why are my sales in tier 2 dropping? If the answer is yes, what should I do? Same questions. Should I change the packaging? Should I drop the prices? And I'll get answers. Okay. So that is what Fractal.ai does. It gives business consultancy. Who is giving business consultancy? Humans? No. That AI tool is going to give me business consultancy. Is that tool tailor made as per my own requirements? Answer is yes. Simple till here? Yes. Second is Fractal Alpha. The second part, if you remember, was Fractal Alpha. Now, this is pretty much different. It does not do any sort of consulting per se, but under Fractal Alpha, they build separate AI tools. Okay, they build separate AI companies. So, for example, you can imagine there is one standardized product for FMCG companies. There is one standardized product for cement companies. One standardized product for, let's say, hotels in India. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, this is standardized. This is not going to be tailor made. Okay. That is what comes up under Fractal Alpha. So, I have just tried to simplify this extremely for you. Okay. Now, if I were to understand Fractal.ai or Fractal Alpha, which is more important? And for that, you need to understand the revenue split. And for that, have a look at this. Now, if you see here, fiscal 2025, out of the total 27,654 total revenue in millions, of course, Fractal.ai generates 27,037 million. So it's what? Almost 98% revenue is only from Fractal.ai. That small 644 million is from Fractal Alpha. So where should I clearly focus on? It should be on Fractal.ai. And if you are like, acha, this total 27,037 million plus 644 million, it is not adding up to this number. It's 27,681. There'll be some inter-segment adjustments, I'm sure, right? So this is the total revenue and this is the split. And every single case you will see that be it 25, 24, 23 or even 6 months ended data, Fractal.ai is like a huge number, almost every single case 95% plus, right? So is this where I need to focus more on? Answer is yes. Now from Fractal.ai segment, which industries am I giving this consultancy to? My AI tool is giving business consultancy to which segments? Now they have mentioned here CPGR segment. CPGR is consumer packaged goods and retail. So my FMCG may fall under this category. They are giving business consultancy through AI to TMT, that's technology, media, and telecommunication. HLS, that is healthcare and lifestyle. BFSI, everyone knows, banking, financial services, insurance. So how much percentage revenue comes from this? So if I were to tell you, 2025, 39% comes from CPGR, 29.9, almost 30% from TMT, 13% from HLS, 11% from BFSI, barely 6% from others. In simple words, here I can understand that though majority revenue is coming from Fractal.ai, but when Fractal.ai is giving services, they are not giving services to only a specific segment, not to a specific industry. What could have happened if 100% comes from BFSI and something goes wrong with BFSI? It could have been a problem for this company. So now that we understand that their customers are spread across different segments, it's a good sign for them. Okay. But if I were to also understand about revenue from geography, this is something interesting. 65.2% comes from United States of America. 17.5% comes from Europe and only 8.4% comes from India. So this is something amazing. It's an Indian company, but majority of their revenue comes from what? Comes from USA. Second highest is Europe and balance others. So now that you have understood about what does the company do, in simple words, you have understood about business segment, you have understood about the geographical segments. In the next section, we'll talk about industry and few more KPIs. Now, in industry analysis, what do I typically check? What is the current valuation of the industry? What is the expected valuation? And what CAGR it is expected to grow? Okay. Which industry are we talking about? Data analytics and AI. Current valuation of the industry is 12 trillion rupees. It is expected to grow to 23 trillion rupees, almost double, at a CAGR of 16.7%. Okay. This is the industry CAGR expected from 2025 to 2030. What is company's current revenue CAGR? From 23 to 25, it is 18.02%. So even if the company can continue with its current CAGR, it will be able to grow at a faster pace as compared to the industry. Simple. Now let's understand few more KPIs. They have they have multiple KPIs. I've just selected 3-4. One is MWC, that is a must-win client. Something new that we can learn. How companies strategize. They try and do a profiling of their potential clients. They say, who is that client? Who is that company? Oh, this company is such whose annual revenue is greater than $10 billion. Oh, that's a big company. They are my potential client. They will be able to use my AI services. That's a must-win client for me. Okay. They could have multiple such criteria. One more example I'll give you. Acha, who is that company? That company is such whose market cap is more than, let's say, $20 billion. Big company. I should tap that as my client. Must-win client. Now, they have given their must-win clients in numbers. Who are their clients? 23, it was 107, moved up to 110, then 113. As at 6 months ended 2025, it's 122. What do you need to understand? Higher the better, obviously, right? Second one is revenue from operations attributable to top 10 clients. Now, if this number is extremely high, then it means that there is a concentration in revenue that could potentially be a risk. Somewhere around 50% is okay-ish, but still on a little bit higher side. As at 6 months ended, it was 54.2%. Third one is net revenue retention in our Fractal.ai. See, Fractal.ai is consultancy. So we need to understand, are the customers repeating their orders or not? For example, if this number is 100, what does it mean? Last year also they were generating a revenue of 100. This year also they're generating a revenue of 100. So there is a retention, same retention. Okay. From 100, if it has gone to 120, it means they have increased their business for us. So it is good. So this number in short is higher the better. Okay. If you can see, in 23 it was good. 24 there was a drop, but since then there has been a steady rise, 110% to 121%. As 6 months ended, it's 114%. But remember, this higher the better. Again, one more important KPI, which is number of clients which generated at least $1 million of revenue. So one client generating $1 million. These are like big clients. They need to be given special treatment so that they retain their services with us. This number, higher the better. It is growing continuously from 45 to 53. 6 months ended, it has dropped by 1 at 52. Talking about financials, revenue has increased at 18.02% CAGR. We had discussed about that. EBITDA, a negative growth rate of 4.54%. But if you check at PAT has grown at 6.53% CAGR. PBT at a negative CAGR, because if you see here, profit or loss before tax expense, here you can see a drop. It was in minus, and the PBT has gone from 313 crores to 2,380 crores. So it's not a loss, but the pace at which they have grown, that is negative. Okay. With this, I hope you have understood a lot. And in the next section, we will talk about the key risks. Now, the very first risk that the RHP mentions is about security breaches, cyber attacks, computer viruses, because that is going to be extremely important for their reputation. See, if there are certain cyber breaches, if there are some cyber attacks, can it adversely affect their business as well as their reputation? Answer is yes. And could that lead to a lower revenue numbers for them subsequently? Possibility number is yes. Okay. Number two risk that they have mentioned is their dependency on top 10 clients. We have already discussed about this. 54.2% revenue coming from their top 10 clients. That's for Fractal.ai segment. But that segment is also important, and 50% plus from top 10 AI can be from top 10 clients can be definitely treated as one of the risks, right? Third risk that they have mentioned is they had a net loss in 2024. Have we also discussed about that? Yes. And what they mentioned is that there is no assurance that we will not incur losses in the future. So that is also one more risk. And finally, if you remember, I had also talked about this, that they derive a huge percentage of their revenue, more than 60% in each of these fiscal years, 23, 24, 25, and 6 months ended data as well. More than 60% is coming from USA. You know what is happening currently. Of course, we are almost trying to strike a trade deal with USA. Uh, Many people believe that it has been signed. It has not yet been signed. We have done so many videos on that. But we are trying to go ahead with it as smoothly as possible. But you never know. It is Mr. Trump. So if he says, starting next month, if it is about AI services coming from India, we'll charge a separate tax or whatever. We never know what can happen. So is that also taken as a probable risk? Answer is yes. See, they have only mentioned our global operations involve challenges and risks that could increase our expenses, adversely affect our results of operations, and require increased time and attention from our management. So I hope this point is also clear. Okay. Next one is about pending litigations. Nothing serious. We always check any litigation against the company. It's nil, and all these amounts are also whatever you can see here. Nothing much to talk about. That is about risks and litigations. In the next section, we'll talk about IPO details and few other finer aspects. Before talking about the IPO details, let's cover up valuation first. Very, very important point is there are no listed peers, not only in India, but also globally, which operate in a similar business model as ours, is what the RHP mentions. So in such cases, always remember the company can enjoy a higher valuation. But look at the valuation. Pre-IPO, its PE is 65.5. Post IPO PE, it is coming to 109.12, 109.12. Is that on a higher side? Yes. But again, see why I can't compare whether it is on a higher side as compared to someone else, because there is no listed peers. But any valuation of 100 plus, kind of heartbeat gets missed out. Of course, as I mentioned, no listed peers, so higher valuation is possible, but you need to be aware about this fact that it is higher than 100 after a I mean at a post IPO valuation. Second is about price to sales. Price to sales comes at around 5.5. Okay. Now, if I talk about IPO details, starts on 9th of February, closes on 11th of February. That's the price band for you, 857 to 900. Total issue size is 2,833 crores. Fresh issue, 1,023 crores, rounding it off. And offer for sale, around 1,800 crores. What are they going to do with this? You can see investment in one of their subsidiaries, prepayment, repayment of loan, 265 crores roughly. Purchase of new laptops, 57 crores. Oh, okay. Setting up new office premises in India, roughly 121 crores. And very important, R&D and sales and marketing under Fractal Alpha, 355 crores. Because if you remember, under Fractal Alpha, they were going to use this money for R&D, for generating new products about AI, so that they can sell it to different business segments, different businesses, right? So that is it about the IPO in short, because I always tell this, the whole intent of such videos is to summarize like a 500 plus pager RHP into like a 15 minutes roughly video. If you did find a lot of value in today's video, please don't forget to smash the like button. If you're still not subscribed to our channel, please don't forget to do that as well. Share this video with a lot of your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye. You might have come across such advertisements on various social media platforms. Please note, all of these are fraudsters promising unbelievable returns through stock tips. I don't provide any calls or advisory services. I provide only educational content through my social media handles and through my website rachanaranade.com and rachanaranade.in.